How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to more Wizard Chess. I did the lesson for the archer kind of off camera there because I'd kind of completed it before. We had a tiny little bug. I reported it to the devs. All good, all getting figured out. And I thought a cool thing to do here now actually would be to show off the next available boss. So right now, Cormag, we've leveled him up to challenge level F because we beat him on G. But you also immediately have access to Hiss, which I haven't shown off at all yet. Also starting off at level G, but you're going to have to contest with different unit types, different terrain type. We would have seen a bit of it in the arcade, because the arcade's kind of a blending together of everything. But when you do the dedicated version of this, it is all desert, and the available rooms are a little bit different as well, so it's a very different thing, and I thought it would be a good idea to show that off since it is available right from the start. Well, well, well. Look who thinks they're too good for Cormag. Fine. Let's see how you fare against a more refined opponent. Oh, and by the way, you'll find that our snaky friend has some interesting new encounters for you. So right off the bat, the first thing no matter what is you get access to a maze. And you can see there are other mazes, the way that the mountain has guaranteed instances of reward rooms. This one has these guaranteed mazes. So it'll take your least fatigued unit, the unit at the top of your queue, and it'll drop them into this, which sometimes based on your available movement patterns, like when you go into this, like a rogue versus a merc, having the bishop movement versus like rook could make a huge difference, right? So like that can inform whether or not you go into this. But while we're in here, having the merc is like kind of perfect. You're trying to hit up as many of these treasure chests as you can get away with as the floor is falling out from under you. So I'm gonna try and push it here, like quite a bit actually. I think I'm in a pretty good place so far. Where you travel makes a huge difference of how the floor is starting to fall out from under you. So there, I kind of aced that one. After a few turns, you get the escape rope, or you can run out of any of the available doors. So I killed that one. That was kind of perfect. And each chest is a reward. So because I opened whatever it was 4 chests, I should get 4 rewards and then additional rewards just for like completing it. So right off the bat, I'm getting a lot here and a lot of freedom of how to manipulate my party, and like the run has just started. So the mazes are fun, and they provide Purple the dog. They just provide so many opportunities to mix up your party. And Gubby B, what a like mushmouthy, hard to say thing. All right, I'm gonna go with a slightly less challenging looking combat, just based on size on the board. There, it usually determines like size of the board, number of units you're gonna have to fight, that sort of stuff. So I thought this one would be a little better. The grappler's kind of the only one who can get at me. He can drag units towards him. So there you can see he kind of moved that druid, which is not what I wanted or where I wanted it. So let's move that out of range for him to drag. He can also use his tongue to move himself around the board. I would love to actually see how they describe it. Grapplers have tongues many times longer than their bodies. They can use them to move themselves to attack or pull prey towards themselves. On moving, temporarily gain 2 defense and an attack buff based on skill. So, the way he just moved up there, he should have given himself a few little buffs. Makes him pretty hard to kill, but he's not very threatening attack-wise. Whereas the Python, they lack in strength, they make up for in strategy. On attacking, their opponent becomes constricted and cannot move until the effect wears off. And the effect is either 1 round, or it has to do with the Python skill. It's something like that. So that can really jam you up pretty aggressively. These imps are very limited in where they can move to right now, so I'm not worried about them. My Javelina would be immensely helpful over there, but the way the board is kind of closed up right now, very hard to get at. So I'm trying to kind of move pieces around to get myself in position for that. If I slip him between these two, I'm a little bit screwed. So, I'm going to use the druid here to make the grappler vulnerable. And then the imp, because he always skips a space, that where the skeleton is the only spot he would be able to move to, not a threat. So I can take out the lower defense grappler. Like, if he jumps over there, I'm you know, I'm not concerned. I'm trying to pull the Lancer up a little bit. That was actually the imp that the Lancer was going to have, or sorry, Javelina was going to have a much easier time helping with. So that limited me a little. This works out really well. I can distract this imp while taking away the spot he could have moved to. He's down to 4 defense. I got 4 attack. We'll take him off the board. And now, he'll have his defense lowered. Let's see. Not a lot else I won't quite get there on this turn. But I got a plan. As long as he stays there, perfect. Then I can give an attack boost to my Merc using the dog. And Impy, he probably will keep running that direction. So I'm going to move there in anticipation of that. And he moved directly into my path that I preset up. But bam! I feel like I did that about as well as I could have. Like, I feel really good about that encounter. I'm going trade offer. I don't think I need this many units. I don't think I need 2 dogs. Every metal unit. So the Javelina and this dog are currently both metal. These 2 dogs are filling very much the same. 3 dogs are very much filling the same role on my team. They have the equal amount of stats. I don't need all that, you know, that's excessive. It's a shame actually. No, I just won't sacrifice the metal dog. That's fine, because I like purple anyways. I could really commit. Let's do it. I have a plan here. So I'm gonna it makes you curl up inside a little bit to sacrifice a dog. But there we go. We've got a hugely stat boosted dog, and the Javelina benefited from that a little bit too. Why not? Why not swap up my team a little bit? This looks like a small little encounter. I'm gonna chance it, get a little more vim before the shop. There is a maze coming up. No, you're not really that threatening. None of you really are. So I'm just going to take this guy out. He will drop a bomb, so I kind of have to spend the next turn, running. That works out okay. The dog will push him back, so I won't actually get the attack off on him. He's got high defense anyways. So I won't quite be able to get anyone else in position for that this turn at least. Huge boost. Bold? Genuinely, how did you gain bold? Wait, is that... Oh, because I raised the dog's skill to 5. Bold is what he gives. So I'm so used to doing the math of the dog just contributing 2. Being able to add 5 to someone is kind of crazy. The grappler can only move with his tug? I don't really know why he didn't move that other turn. I guess that was just the computer deciding to sit still. Because he could have. He could have gone that way and just didn't. So, kind of a little bit lucky there to have a soft encounter. Let's give the Merc a boost. And actually, this works out really well. I wasn't thinking that. But the Merc is excellent to take into the maze. So he's at the top of my queue right now. It worked out well last time. So, the white chest is how you get a key. 1, 2, 3, 4. It would take so much to get to there. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm trapped in a corner. So I think I'm writing that one off. I don't even think I'm going to try for it. I'll take the easy one. Oh, see, that's already going to be really, really hard to get to. So I'm not even going to go for it, I don't think. It might work out. I think I can get to it. Excellent. The rope is probably coming up soon anyways, but all right, that worked out. I gave up 1 chest, but I think that was about as well as I could have done. Dorkib, the Javelina, increased skill. Let's see. extra range on the Javelina. I'm always a fan of that. Braden Q. Probably don't need 2 druids. Should I trade offer again? Is that too soon? Let's do this teeny little encounter. Then maybe trade offer. Shake the party up a little bit. And I'll go from there. You are not a threat. So let me just take that easy kill. That's fine. I will kill him very easily this turn. I'll kill both of them. He'll get his defense lowered. Kill. And then I'll just run away from the bomb. In fact, I'll charge away just for the fun of it, even though that is like not necessary. So, nice easy Vim off of that one. And some water imbuement. Let's imbue this random Merc. Because the water pairs well with Mercs. We learned that last time. I'm going to slip in a trade offer and see how that shapes my team. And then depending on that will affect what I want to do in the shop next. So I do not need 2 druids. I don't think so. Not when they have the same stats like this. So I will sacrifice a druid for a pretty powerful rogue. This dog, I could just sacrifice and trade that out, even though I spent all that time like beefing him up. That dog's kind of better. I think I'm gonna do it. Why not? Why not just kind of let what I'm running into inform my team? So I kind of want to make sure the Merc is at the far end there for the sake of yet another maze. Oh, pretty high attack archer. I do want that on my team. And let's attack boost you. You're suddenly like a front of the line guy here. We'll do a little bit of gambling. Ooh, 3 defense and skill. That's actually pretty sick. My guys are pretty well protected. I'm not that concerned. Let's get the archer nice and protected. Oh, interesting. That didn't reset his fatigue, or it said his fatigue was already 0, so he just didn't, which I worked out really well for me, because I want the Merc to be sitting at the top of my queue there. I kind of almost like screwed that up a little bit there, but no, it's good. We're good. Ready for my next maze? Oh. That is so tempting. It's so tempting to run straight to that. I don't think I will, because this is like a pretty forgiving maze layout. This little bit here is like slightly trickier. Oh no. Oh, so the escape rope is coming for me? Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Maybe that's triggered by getting all the chests. An achievement for escaping with the rope. That's great. Oh, man. Yeah, you guys are going to be defended. I kind of don't need... the devs were kind enough to put a random... Like, these are such a large random pool of names. They were kind enough to put Graeme in there. Let's add the fire to the rogue, because that's always a fun pairing. I will mess around with making a metal... But now he's no longer Graeme the Boring. Now he's Graeme the Vengeful. Gain attack for each adjacent ally of each unique element. So that doesn't come up all that often, but it's pretty sick. Let's get this Javelina a little stronger. And I'm going trade offer again. It's very unlikely to need a party this size. So I'm just building it and refining it and building it, refining it. So I have 1 Merc, 2 Mercs currently, and 2 Javelinas. And so I think kind of what I'm going to do here is I will sacrifice the weaker Javelina to make that Javelina better. I'll sacrifice the weaker Merc to make that Merc better. I think that's kind of a fun way to shake up the party. And there's another maze over there if I really want to. I kind of don't think I need it. I'm gonna take this encounter. I think I'm in a good position, and depending how this goes, I'll make my next decisions. You're scary. I don't want to mess around with that. You, I think, are the scariest unit on the board. Pick him off. This imp if given time to set things up, would be a danger, but he's fine for that turn. Ooh, Archer. I didn't even look at what you can do right now. That's so sick. You're positioned so well. And now, like, that kind of worked out that these units are, like, trapped. So they kind of box themselves in at the far end of the map there. So that worked out so well. I'm stoked on that. We have a path up the back there for the Merc to get involved. Yep. I'm obviously going to take advantage of that. I think my team is in a pretty dang good spot right now. I'll just pass my turn, wrap it up. Get a couple freebie rewards out of that. Like, I don't really need another Merc. So part of me almost wants to, like, try and cull the party a little bit here, but that's I don't need to be taking unnecessary risks. Let's do some fatigue management instead. Nice juicy rogue, not gonna add it. Not worried about that. I could buy precisely 2 of these and an element. So how about second level fire? We know we like that. So that rogue is in, like, a really good spot. Let's... Big defense boost, hey? The attack and skill or attack and defense. So right now, I probably will take, like, something like the first 6 or so in with me. Maybe you're not in, like, the best spot, and having that extra skill... me. The extra skill means he'll win those checks more often. You're not that good of a unit, man. I kind of want you bumped off, but, like, I don't think that's really going to happen. Which almost makes it worth investing more deeply in. But let's play around with that Archer a little bit more. Yeah. And you know what? I think I'm just going to take that to the boss. I'm going to skip the rest of everything. At that point, I'm just risking it for the sake of, like, a couple extra attacks, but I think I'm good. Oh, are you some sort of all-powerful, sinister snake fae? Ah, are you maybe some sort of regular powerful serpentine normal snake? Ah, I'm going to fight you now. Well, I'm glad that we came to an agreement there. Oh, wait. Archer, you're kidding me. There's one thing on the board you can hit with all your crazy available like range options. Ooh. Did that actually open up anything? That would have been really funny. That would have been really funny if moving the Archer in that way helped me. It did not. Oh, dang. Okay. That 9 attack grappler is, like, genuinely concerning, and I just happen to be very lucky with how limited of access he has. Oh no, he grappled me. Damn it. Alright, well, whatever. He was not having a good time actually finding targets there. I think he could grapple towards me and you'd be able to take him out. So all of a sudden, I think what I want to do is move the Bard in for the extra defense bonus just to make certain he can't get me that easily. Oh, he's doing it anyways. Oh, you beast. All right, but if you try and get him any closer. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's, like, quite bad news, actually. That 7 attack could mess me up pretty quickly. Wow. All right. Right now, strategy. Take something off the board. Oh, I was hoping the level would rearrange. Oh my gosh, yes, that was a blunder. Blunder for sure. Let's get him taken out. Big defense boost from that movement. He can. The tricky thing about Hiss is if you let him in there, he can get at the Bard. So I did very much allow that to happen. I got concerns here. Oh yeah, and Hiss can apply poison. So like if you let that stack a bunch, oh crap. Oh no. This was all going so well. Wow. The amount of ways that he could mess me up. I'm running in there and killing the shield. It protects the rogue to move him there, and it gets rid of that. Hiss is summoning more units. He summons Pythons, and there's like 2 snake-based units. Oh my gosh, he's getting me again. Alright. But I can make a really long haul move over to there. He might take out like my druid here. I'm just trying to... Oh no, now the grappler's getting me. Okay, you will be safe over here. Barely. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. The rogue can get in there and provide some protection. Right, the Pythons and Naga. What Naga lack in strength, they make up for in spite. Naga spit venom at their enemies, which is gross. So it's a ranged attacker, which is something... It would be nice to see what the range is, the same way that you see when you use like the Javelina and stuff. There's potentially a reason why that's not shown. This is messy. This is not going well. I should have used him to take out that grappler that's causing me so much issues. I at least have Hiss vulnerable now, but I've cost myself a lot in the process. Oh, this works out well. I don't know if you just have to damage the head. I forget or just any part of Hiss. I kind of forget exactly how that works. That was... I want to say luck, but I feel like I shifted my priorities in the right way, where it's like, you know what, just forego most of my party. Shield, 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 protect the bard. Like, that worked out, but like skin of my teeth. Huh, I did it. I'm the best. That was clunky. Oh, I love the monk. The monk is such a fun unit to play with. He can teleport around the board, which gives you like instant access to different things. So many strategies. He can swap places with allied units or enemies. It's so cool. The monk is so fun to play around with. I'm excited to have him available. Crazy to have won that with just 2 units remaining. I'm a little stunned. I kind of can't believe that I pulled that one out. I'm pleased with it. And you know what? Let's wrap this up by doing the monk lesson. I should probably spend some time doing the other lessons, but let's just get in there and do the monk for now. Show that off. So, disorient, which is just from teleporting with them, I think. So here, easy one. Yeah, I think he got disoriented by being teleported. Hey, a brilliant move. I unlocked an achievement for being a brilliant tactician. It is a little odd to earn an achievement within the lessons. I don't know if that like totally makes sense, but hey, I'll take it. It works out. Oh, I didn't actually need the shop. So you can also teleport your own unit, which would be like a really cool way to drop them in on the enemy. So adjacent or swapped allies get a defense buff, and foes get a defense debuff. So that's kind of the basics of how you're playing around with that. Weaken a unit when you swap them. You can buff your own unit to drop them in. So like if I were to swap those there, he got the boost, but it's not disorienting. That's specifically using it against the enemy. But it does show you the alternate way. Kind of a weird visual there with that filled for half a second. Yeah, that's the basic of the monk. It is like one of the most advanced strategy units that I am comfortable with. There are some weird units in this game. And you know what? Because these guys don't have attack, this is kind of a good opportunity for me to farm disorientation. Well, he has it, but I'm just going to keep swapping them like this for a little bit. I'll fill that bar up, and then I'll take my easy win on the lesson there. Oh, right, because they're not adjacent to each other anymore. All right, well, that's a little bit silly how I managed to stop that from working how I intended. There we go. Boom. Good job, monk. Yeah, let's hit the shop quickly. I could add one more unit for like that added layer of protection. That's just a bunch of mercs, but it's a pretty strong merc. And I'll take an attack boost. I will not, can't afford it. That's fine. Moving on. Lottery time. The bard gains 1 skill, which is actually like quite a nice perk to have, because every time the bard does his bardic inspiration to the units around him, that is based on skill. And so having 1 raised skill means he can add 2 attack and 2 defense to anyone. It's pretty cool. It's a very useful thing. I don't think you can you can't swap the shields. That's like too powerful. That was forever ago. It was a balancing thing to take that option out. You'll lose 2 defense, 3 defense. You'll lose as much defense as the monk has skill. So just quickly moving that around. There, you can take that out pretty easily. And now here's kind of a fun, it's like not really needed how I'm about to do this, but it's just kind of a way of showing off some of the flexibility of ways you could be playing around with the monk, is that you could hot drop a powerful unit in to kind of take care of business for you there. So that worked out swimmingly. I'm very pleased with that. And let's see. You can't swap Cloaky, which does kind of make sense to me. Again, that's quite a powerful move if you have that available. But I can still do this to him. So even in the lesson here, where it's just like the safest possible space to be playing around with the monk, very cool, very versatile unit. I really like playing with the monk. And now I got a shiny one, so he should have the maybe it didn't raise. Like, the shiny should be +1 to all stats, so I will always have a guaranteed 1 damage monk, at least, I believe now. I'll probably do more lessons another time. I don't know if I plan to do more arcade tournament first. Options. Plenty of options available. WizardChess. On sale now. Full 1.0 is out, but this week specifically, if you're watching this video new, 30% off. Go check it out for yourself, or at the very least, wishlist it. Thank you so much for checking it out. I hope to see you again soon.